Hare Krishna Prabhu, are we ready, Prabhuji?
Yes, Prabhu, I'm ready.
Hare Krishna devotees, Dandavat Pranam. Welcome to Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Today we are very glad and fortunate to have the association of His Grace Sacitanaya Gaura Prabhu, who will be sharing the nectar from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto number 5, chapter number 19, and Shloka number 7. Prabhuji, over to you, Prabhu.
Yes, thank you, Prabhu. Namo Vishnupadaaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhagavata Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasa और भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम हरे जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरावनचारी यमुना तीरावनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतसेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टकी भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टकी I'll share the shloka. Prabhu, my screen is visible, right? न जन्म न जन्म न जन्म नूनं महतो न सौभगं न वाङ् बुद्धिर्नाकृतिस्तोष हेतुः तैर्याद्विसृष्टानपि नो वनौकसश्चकार सख्ये पत लक्ष्मणाग्रजः न जन्म नूनं महतो न सौभगं न वाङ् न बुद्धिर्नाकृतिस्तोष हेतुः तैर्याद्विसृष्टानपि नो वनौकसश्चकार सख्ये बत लक्ष्मणाग्रजः न जन्म नूनं महतो न सौभगं न वाङ् न बुद्धिर्नाकृतिस्तोष हेतुः तैर्याद्विसृष्टानपि नो वनौकसश्चकार सख्ये बत लक्ष्मणाग्रजः Synonyms: Na, not. Janma, birth in a very polished, aristocratic family. Nunam, indeed. Mahata, of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Na, nor. Saubhagam, great fortune. Na, nor. Vak, na, an elegant matter of speaking. Na, nor. Buddhi, sharpness of intelligence. Na, not. Akriti, features of the body. Tosha hetu, the cause of pleasure to the Lord. Taihi, by all those above mentioned qualities, yet because Visrishtan rejected Api, although na as Vanakosha, the inhabitants of the forest, Chakara accepted Sakhe in friendship, Bata alas, Lakshmana Grujaha, Lord Sri Ramachandra, the elder brother of Lakshmana. Translation: One and purport by Srila Prabhupada, Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Translation: One cannot establish a friendship with Supreme Lord Ramchandra on the basis of material qualities such as one's birth in an aristocratic family, one's personal beauty, one's eloquence, one's sharp intelligence, or one's superior race or nation. None of these qualifications is actually a prerequisite for friendship with Lord Sri Ramachandra. Otherwise, how is it possible that although we uncivilized inhabitants of the forest have not taken noble births, although we have no physical beauty, and although we cannot speak like gentlemen, Lord Ramchandra has nevertheless accepted us as friends? Purport: In a prayer to Krishna expressing her feelings, Srimati Kunti Devi called him Akinchana Gochara. The prefix a means not, and kinchana, something of this material world. One may be very proud of his prestigious position, material wealth, beauty, education, and so on. But although these are certainly good qualifications in material dealings, they are not necessary for achieving friendship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. One who possesses all these material qualities is expected to become a devotee, and when he actually does, the qualities are properly utilized. Those who are puffed up by high birth, wealth, education, and personal beauty, Janmaishwara Shrutashri, unfortunately do not care for developing Krishna consciousness, nor does the Supreme Personality of Godhead care about all these material qualifications. The Supreme Lord is achieved by devotion, bhaktyamam abhijanati. One's devotion and sincere desire to serve Supreme Personality of Godhead are the only qualifications. Rupa Goswami has also said that the price for achieving God's favor is simply one's sincere eagerness to have it. Laulyam ekalam mulyam. In Chaitanya Bhagavata, it is said, कोलवेचेर सेवकेर देखा भाग्य सीमा ब्रह्मा शिवा कांदे यार देखिया महिमा धने जने पांडित्य कृष्ण नहीं पाए केवल भक्तिरा वश चैतन्य गोसाई. Behold the great fortune of the devotee Kolavecha. Lord Brahma and Shiva shed tears upon seeing his greatness. One cannot attain Lord Krishna by any amount of wealth, followers, or learning. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is controlled only by pure devotion. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had a very sincere devotee whose name was Kolavecha Sridhara and whose only business was to sell pots made of the skin of banana trees. Whatever income he had, he used 50% for the worship of Mother Ganges, and with other 50% he provided for his necessities. On the whole, he was very poor he was so poor that he lived in a cottage that had a broken roof with many holes in it. He could not afford brass utensils and therefore he drank water from an iron pot. Nevertheless, he was a great devotee of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is typical example of how a poor man with no material possessions can become a most exalted devotee of the Lord. The conclusion is that one cannot attain shelter at the lotus feet of Lord Krishna or Sri Chaitanya Gosai through material opulence. That shelter is attainable only by pure devotional service. Okay. होमज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनाशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचना गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यमीश्वरम् हरे कृष्णा. Welcome to today's Bhagavatam class. Today's verse is 5th canto, 19th chapter, 7th text. So, which we read just now. Here, this is the description of the island of Jambudvipa, how uh, Shukadeva Goswami is explaining the importance of Jambudvipa and the Bharatvarsha. So, Bharatvarsha, this is where actually the Varnashrama system is available. In other 8 Varshas under this Jambudvipa, it seems Varnashrama is not observed as it is observed here. So, and it is a step-by-step method, or it's a proper system to realize the Supreme Lord that is in place. Even if there is Prabhupada is explaining, even if there is a degeneration of this Varnashrama system, anytime it can be revived, like that it is mentioned. So one who is born in Bharatvarsha, they have to make use of this system and develop their Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, it is a atmaha. It is a suicidal act if somebody is not making utilization of this provision given, and that too when somebody specifically gets the opportunity to um, uh, get the blessings of mercy of uh, acharyas like Prabhupada, and they are ready to they are able to get the devotional service directly, and that too provided by Mahaprabhu, which is given in many time, in since long time it was not given. Anarpita charim chirat karunaya avatirna kalau. Unnatojjvala rasam. So he's the topmost devotional service is being given, which is not available to anybody, not demigods, higher living beings, one who has got a higher birth, a very opulent birth, one who are higher, like demigods and all. They are also not getting this opportunity. and it has not been given in many time, but it is being given now. So one should make use of this opportunity. So here in this verse, explaining this verse, going further and explaining this verse, Shukadeva Goswami is explaining that the nature of the Lord is completely material, not material. It is completely spiritual in nature, and there is no material change. So this understanding is very important because at every step we have to repeat and uh, reiterate this point and realize it, because um, because we are in a material world. We always there is a tendency to perceive things through the material vision. So anytime um, anytime we can start assuming things, or while even doing devotional service also, this aspect may come into picture. So again and again this repetition is important. So what does it mean to not have Lord is completely spiritual? That means that um, there are certain qualities, there are certain aspects of Lord, that is to be friendly. Lord is friendly to all the jiva, and he suggests being friendly. He suggests that one should be very compassionate towards the other jiva. That is also important. So out of these so many rasas that one can connect with the Lord, the first thing is Shantarasa, then is Sakya. Sakya is a friendly nature of the Lord, and he connects to all the jivas in that way. But the friendship or the relationship that one can develop with the Supreme Lord cannot be based on the material qualification. See, for achieving anything, there is some qualification needed in material or even in spiritual realm also, in spiritual uh, context also, one should have a qualification to achieve. Generally, what people think, they take spiritual activities for granted. Okay, so they think Lord is very, very merciful. So he has to be all time merciful without any qualification from the jiva side. From his side, he will not show any qualification, but Lord should bless me. I am suffering, Lord should bless me. Okay, correct. One is suffering, Lord should bless definitely, but there is a qualification which is involved that people generally don't understand. So that is why they have a very misunderstanding about Lord, a very misunderstanding about the entire what is um, religion, what is spirituality. They get confused totally. So it is very important to understand. Uh, Very important to understand what is spirituality, what is uh, connecting with the Supreme Lord. Okay, how one has to connect. What are the several ways of connecting with the Supreme, at what level, at Brahman level, at Paramatma level, at Bhagwan level. So all this one has to get educated with. Otherwise, they will always feel confused. And below all this, there is karma kanda activities for based on the activity one has based on the nature of activity one has performed, he gets the result. So that is his eligibility. That is his qualification that he has earned. So because of that eligibility and that qualification, he gets good or bad. These people generally don't understand. They always think Lord is being unfair, not looking into my problems and solving. Like that they think. But so 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 this confusion they have to overcome this. They have to understand clearly the difference of what is material and what is spiritual. And this qualification, see, out of several stages in which Lord can be approached. First is the uh, Brahman stage. In Brahman stage, Jiva has given up the material qualification. Okay, no, sorry, no, they have negated the material influence on them. Okay, but they have not taken, uh, they have not taken or been attracted to the service or association with the Lord in the several rasas. That they have not taken to yet. So that is the position of people who are merging with the Supreme Lord, who are interested in Brahman. Most of the people, they only uh, understand that much. Even Brahma Samhita, if we see, in the last verse, it is mentioned, Vidantaste santakshiti virlachara katipaye. So that means they are. So it is very difficult for them to understand what is Goloka and what is the highest realm of the Lord and where does Lord stay. All that is difficult. So all they know is they have to be in Shanti position. Means no material banks should attack them. They don't want any kind of trouble. So that to only to that level they think, and the solution is get into Brahman. So uh, safe, no material problems. But it doesn't end there. The highest realm is to serve the Lord in various capacities under rasa. So this jiva does not understand this point. So one who is properly, under the guidance of a spiritual master, they will know all these aspects, and then they will uh, aspire and uh, and work to achieve that kind of attachment to the Lord, through the katha, by serving. Various means are there, right? So here it is said, na janma nonam mahato na saubhagam na vang na buddhir na akritis tosha hetuhu. So here Lord Rama is explained as very friendly to all the jivas. This friendly nature, see, they are able to, in the shloka, they are able to, the Vanaras or Lord Hanuman is able to understand. Probably, I'm not clear who is exactly speaking this verse, but definitely one of the associates, one of the associates of the Lord. So they are discussing here that, see how Lord is uh, very friendly to us, in spite that friendly to us also, which means it doesn't matter if one is having a high birth or very opulent, or he is very looking very beautiful or very intelligent, na akruti, he is very good looking. So all this is not needed for what? Tosha hetuhu. Tosha hetuhu means tosha, to satisfaction, to satisfy the Supreme Lord. These are all not needed. These are all not needed. See how he is very friendly to us in spite of we being the residents of jungle, who can't speak, in a very eloquent way, who cannot speak, who is not very opulent, and who also doesn't look that sophisticated or good looking. So all that is not there. Still, Lord is very friendly to us. So this Sakya Bhav or friendly feeling towards the Lord is important, and this is not there in the Brahman stage. In Brahman stage, Shanti. No uh, material ranks. So that is the level of thought at that level. So, and that is not completely spiritual, and that is not enough. That is what is explained. Prabhupada explains elsewhere that that is not enough. One has to go beyond it and get to serve the Lord get to serve the Lord in various capacities. So, if we actually see, this material opulences are not really appealing. Okay, why? That is because the nature of the Lord is different. It is completely spiritual in nature. Lord is completely spiritual in nature. Um, one cannot receive, one cannot qualify with all these high qualities, material qualities. One doesn't qualify for uh, Lord's friendship or Lord's association. So, for example, say we want to if you want, when someone has to receive the Lord's love, Lord's association, one has to be qualified like that. For example, if you want to bring, say someone wants to bring current in their house. Okay, they want light lit up and all those things. They have to get it from the main source. So to get the current from the main source, they cannot go and keep some utensils in front of the in front of the that source, and in other rooms keep small utensils, so that current will come and they can light will get lit up. No, the current cannot be received in that way. It has to be received with proper setup. There has to be wire, there has to be some, all this wires has to be put up so that it can pass through, and then light will come, it will lit up. So the compatibility, if not there, then how is it possible to receive the mercy of the Lord, the association of the Lord? So one has to, these material qualifications are not compatible with in which Lord is actually dealing with. So Lord deals totally in a different realm. So Krishna expands himself. So it is mentioned in various different ways. Krishna expands. Correct? Lord expands in various different ways. Vande Gurun Isha Bhaktan Isham Ishavataраkan Tatprakashamsha Tatshakti Vande Tatprakashamsha Tatshakti Sri Krishna Chaitanya Sangikam. So Krishna expands himself in various ways in Guru, and in Guru as Bhakta. Vande Gurun Isha Bhaktan Isham. Lord himself, Isham, Ishavatarakan. In avatars, then Ishavatarakam, Tat Prakasha, his expansions, and then Tat Shakti, so his energies, he expands himself as energies, Tat Shakti, Vande Gurun Isha Bhaktan Isham Ishavatarakan, Tat Prakasham Tat Shakti, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Samgyakam. And all these things, Lord Krishna Chaitanya is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and he is not different from Krishna. So Krishna deals in that level. These are the expansions. This is this realm. In this realm, Lord deals, right? So one has to see, he becomes the guru also. He becomes guru also too, so that the jiva can actually connect through guru and come to the Lord, not directly. So um, so that is the process. So if that is how he can connect to Krishna, not directly with his all these opulences, whatever he has got, it is not possible. And here Prabhupada is mentioning that Akinchana Gochara. In Srimati Kunti Devi is called him as Akinchana Gochara. So in that shloka is there in front of me, I am reading it. Janmaishwarya Shruti Shribhir Edamanah Puman. Janmaishwarya Shruti Shribhir Edamanah Puman Naivadharya Vidatum Vai Tvam Akinchana Gocharam. So here very important point is mentioned. See, my Lord, your Lordship can easily be approached, but only by those who are materially exhausted. One who is on the path of material progress, trying to improve himself with respectable parentage, great opulence, high education, bodily beauty, cannot approach you with sincere feeling. It's very important. It was very striking to me that on one hand, when we are trying to please the Supreme Lord, but on the other hand, there is a tendency. I don't know. I mean, at least I'm having not. I'm not talking about others, but this kind of we want to grow. We want to have good opulence. Try to get some fame, name. This kind of approach attempts is also happening parallelly. So when that is happening, it is difficult for to get the right feeling to worship the Supreme Lord. So that is very important. Medamana Pumana. Hedamana, it is explained as progressively increasing. Puman, Janmaishwarya Shruti Shri Edamana Madah Puman, sorry. Janmaishwarya Shruti Shri Edamana Madah Puman. So, what is it? Janma Aishwarya Shruta education, Shri by the position of beauty, Edamana Madah Puman. In progressively increasing and intoxicating nature of the human being. If it is there, then it is difficult to focus on the worship of the Lord with the sincere feeling. So that is why probably Prabhupada has mentioned how much one should give stress to uh, to qualify himself to uh, to qualify himself so that one is very friendly to the Lord and associating with the Lord. So only in that kind of and that level of qualification one can actually attain the Lord. Not on one hand that one is also spiritual, on other hand trying to increase his material opulence. See, that tendency should not be there. That is what it is mentioned. That tendency that I want to do this also, get name, fame somewhere else also, and be in good books of, spiritual side also. That kind of attitude is not correct. It is not that one should give up everything and like that, but the tendency to increasingly, uh, 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 what is mentioned here? Increasingly progressively increasing, that kind of tendency to progressively increasing in material side, that should not be there. And that is, and mother also is involved in this shloka. Mother also is involved, intoxicated. So one is progressively increasing, and that kind of mother is also there in the mind. If that kind of attitude is there, to increase the opulence or health or sorry, education, birth, that kind of thing, then it is difficult to focus. But one has to focus if somebody is interested in getting the real personal association and friendship of the Lord, this is must, that the tendency is given up. So, and also here Prabhupada is also in the same spirit, in the same line, Prabhupada is also mentioning about the devotee Kulavicha Sridhar. So Kulavicha Sridhar, he used to, in whatever he used to earn, in spite of not having a good roof, in spite of not having some utensils for his own, uh, food, he used to give half of his earning for uh, to Ganga, mother to for the worship of Mother Ganga. So like that, that was the tendency, and that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu liked very much. And it is mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita, the very unique identification of the devotees of Chaitanya, or that they are what do you call it? They are renunciation. The renunciation is one of the highlights of the devotees of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It is mentioned. So, yes. So, coming back to that point, that expansions of the Lord. So, Lord deals with this kind of various avataras, guna avataras are there, lila avataras are there, like that avataras. Then other aspect of the Lord, one aspect we said Guru, the other aspect is devotees also. Like for example, Narada, so he is a aspect of Lord only, Shakti Vesha Avatara. And he's also a devotee. So, Vande Gurun Isha Bhaktan, Isham, and then lordships, Isham, Isha Avatarakan, the avatars. Avatars means, like we said, Guna Avatara, then Leela Avatar, Yuga Avatar, all the avatars. They're all none else but Lord only. Hmm? Uh, Isha Avatarakan, Tat Prakashamsya. So Prakasha, Tat Prakashamsya, Tat Shakti. So Prakasha, Lord appears in personal form, in complete self. Um, Similar, for example, in case of the Lord's appearance in Dwaraka, he expanded himself into so many 64,108 times, but they were all looking identical. That is Prakasha. And at the same time, simultaneously, when Lord appears in with slight difference here and there, they're called Vilasa. There is much more explanation. But for now, we want to understand that what is the realm in which Lord is dealing, how he wants to connect with various capacities. So it is totally non-material in nature. All these activities of Lord are totally non-material in nature. So that is the point we need to understand. That's why I'm mentioning this. And then Tat Prakashamsa Tat Shakti. And then Lord deals with his energies also. So as we know, there are material energy is there, then Tatastha Shakti, then the Ahladini Shakti. So, so in the Shaktis also, so the highest is the gopis of Vrindavan. The next comes the Ranis of Dwarka, queens of Dwarka, and then third comes the Lakshmis of Vaikuntha. Like that, it is all. That is how Lord expands. That is this is the I should say ecosystem. Uh, to understand in my parlance. So 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 that is how. So one devote when once one deals with see all the jiva has to deal with Lord in some way or the other. If one is material, he has to deal with his material energy, and he thinks that is everything. But when he realizes that he is not material in nature, he is spiritual, and he wants to connect with the Lord in sincere, with sincere efforts, then he understands the Ladini Shakti of the Lord. He connects through, he serves the parampara, through which one can contribute in pleasing the Supreme Lord through the Aladini Shakti. That is how it works. So, so hence, it is not possible for anyone to please the Lord by material opulence, because this material opulence is a qualification that he has materially earned and which don't really mix with the spiritual activity. But it can be converted definitely. If one uses his Shruti Shribihi and if he, what all those three? Janma Ishwarya Shruti Shribihi, all that if he is able to utilize in the service of the Lord, then this material energy can be converted into spiritual energy. Prabhupada gives that typical example of how a dictaphone, we heard the typical example given by, we're all used to it now, So how a dictaphone can be spiritualized in recording Srimad Bhagavatam. So all that can be spiritualized, and that only Lord can do. We cannot do. We can attempt. We can do in the sense we can qualify ourselves by utilizing them in the service of the Lord. When we do that, it becomes spiritual. So for developing this friendship or any other further quality, it is very important that one keeps on listening about the Supreme Lord. So this katha is very important. And and um, uh, Parikshit Maharaj is saying, पुनश्च भूयात् भगवत्यनन्ते पुनश्च भूयात् भगवत्यनन्ते रति 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 प्रसंगेषु तदाश्रयेषु तति प्रसंगेषु तदाश्रयेषु महत्सु याम याम उपयामि सृष्टिम मैत्रस्तु सर्वत्र नमो द्विजेभ्यः. So Parikshit Maharaj in 7 days he is listening to Bhagavatam, but he is also contemplating what if I have to take birth. So he says, Punascha bhuyad bhagavatyananti, if I have to take birth again, rati prasangasya tadaseshu, give me the association of the devotees, give me the association of prasanga, association of, and association means glorification of the Lord only. So give me that prasanga, rati prasangasya tadashrayeshu, one who has taken shelter of the Supreme Lord, tadashrayeshu, give me that kind of birth among them, among this prasanga. Tadashrayeshu yam yam vapi upayami srishtim, if I have to take birth again, then Maitrastu Sarvatra Namo Dvijabhya. One, he is asking for prasanga. One is asking for shelter, association with those who have taken the shelter of the Supreme Lord. And he is asking one more thing. Maitrastu Sarvatra Namo Dvijabhya. Let me have a friendly, cordial relationship with everyone. So this seems to be very important. Even Krishna is telling in all the in the 12th chapter where the qualifications he is mentioning, which are very having which he considers the person to be very close to him. That in that also karunaya. So that word is there everywhere. So that compassion, that cordial dealing with the devotee with all the living beings is very, very important. So Maitrastu Sarvatra Namo Dvijebhya. So he is worshipping to the Brahmanas, Namo Dvijebhya. So he is saying, give me that association and Maitri Bhav if I have to take birth again in this material world. So the devotees of the Lord knows that this is the qualification, and this basic nature of friendship seems to be there in the devotees also, and there in the general jivas also, and in the Lord also. So both sides there is this cordial and friendly nature which is important for connecting with the Lord. So that is the yes. So so that is very important. Having that cordial, friendly relationship with all the jivas is important. So for developing that, one has to go on listening to the Shravanam. So and it is in the best way to do both, Shravanam and do friendship, is to read Bhagavatam and distribute, because Bhagavatam is Amala Puran, where there is no tinge of any material education or material suggestions, so as a solution is given. It is only take to the Lord, take to Supreme Lord, take to devotees. That kind of message is given in Srimad Bhagavatam. So reading Srimad Bhagavatam and distributing Srimad Bhagavatam is very, very important, because how much we can distribute, even if Ambani has to give away all his wealth in distribution, it is possible that it can be exhausted in a month. So it is not possible to give material things to anybody for very long. What can be given is the spiritual knowledge and association of the Lord. Once it is given, it is infinite. They will always be happy forever. Not only this Janma, Janma after Janma. So it is good to give Srimad Bhagavatam and distribute. And even if somebody is poor and the cost of Srimad Bhagavatam may look little very high, but if that is not given, that poor person will end up utilizing this money in somewhere else for sure. If not for Krishna, it will be utilized somewhere else. So better, however the costly it is, it can one can even a poor can spend and read Bhagavatam. So yes, so these are the main points I could recollect and tell. My humble, prayers. If there is anything that I have spoken beyond my limits, please forgive me. And ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you very much, Prabhu,
Yes,
for
ma'am.
highlighting the aspects of various level of spiritual.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
I'd like to request the devotees to share actions. Extra devotees, you are able to unmute the mic.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. You said that the Varnashrama Dharma is only followed in Bharatavarsha, not in anything else.
That system, it is mentioned in Bhagavatam that
Yes,
it's
yes.
not there.
Yeah. Then should we follow it or should we not follow it?
No, you should follow it, Mataji. It's a system for following only. But there and all, it is maybe it is a little different system is there. Okay. It is not clear. I mean, from what I read, it is there only in Bharatvarsha. Even in this chapter only, in the preface for this chapter, it is given.
Okay, Prabhu. Thank
One
you.
should follow, and but once someone has got devotional service under Vaishnavacharya, and that too the highest devotional service of Raganuga Bhakti, then the one should, that is the foremost thing. Not that one should give up this and go into Varnashrama. See, Varnashrama is, if one is able to follow follow, then it's fine. But if that the system itself is very difficult to follow, like in nowadays, it is not easy. It is not very easy. So it is better to move to the higher level, which is easily available, and one can practice it. So following, if one is following completely the devotional service, it is covered.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu.
Yes.
Any other comments or reflections from the devotees?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dandavat Pranams. Thanks for the wonderful class, Prabhu. As you said, I read Varnashrama Dharma. You have to do some 10 samskaras we have to follow compulsorily. Otherwise, it will become sinful. So, as you said, devotional service includes everything, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am.
And that analogy you gave of the wire and the current for receiving the Lord's mercy is very nice, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranams.
Yes, the 10 samskaras and all what you're telling, I don't know, maybe so good that we are got the shelter of Srila Prabhupada. We can follow that. Prabhupada has given in a way that we can follow it. Other samskaras, though we may be born in this thing, but it is not easy to follow also. There can be a lot of mistakes and everything.
Yes, Prabhu. As soon as I came to know Krishna consciousness, I
Yes.
felt it is so easy and fulfilling, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dandavat pranams, Prabhu. Thank you for the wonderful class, Prabhu.
Yes,
Prabhu, Devi Varnashrama. That is also what you mentioned, is that, Prabhu? Devi Varnashrama.
Yes, Mataji. Devi Varnashrama only, yes. See, Devi Varnashrama, because the essence of Varnashrama is to attain the Supreme Lord, understand the glories and sing His glories. That is the purpose of Devi Varnashrama. Yes.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Yes.
Thank you, Prabhuji. I think there are
Thank
no
you.
questions. We
Okay.
can end today's session with Vaishnava Pranam, Prabhuji.
Vanchakalpatarubhyascha,
गीतानाम पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, जगत गुरु श्री प्रभुपाद की जय, यहाँ तो कोटि वैष्णव की जय, जय गौर प्रेमानंदे, हरि हरि बोल।
Hare Hare Bol. Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you, devotees. I will end this. Thank you, Prabhuji. We will end the Zoom session.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you.